Good evening, everybody. Hello. We're talking about solving two-step equations tonight. How is everybody doing tonight? What is going on? Hey, Rocky, Desire. So, we started, forgive me for being late. Yesterday we talked about one-step equations and how are you? Hey, Desire, how are you? We talked about one-step equations. Hey, Bareen, welcome back. How are y'all? Sorry, I got something in my teeth. Hey, the seven said, not Queen Vimbies. How are you? Oh my goodness, y'all. Forgive me for being late, honey. Look, I'm glad I made it. I was a little tired earlier. Hopefully all is well and everybody. Thank you for the likes, y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. Talked about one-step equations yesterday. And hey, Lee. Listen, forgive me for being a little tardy. Hey, look, maybe it's some beauty rest. Look, I just popped these eyes open about 20 minutes ago, and I'm glad I didn't miss it. Because who was in there taking a nap on the sofa? My son was like, who? He's like, you sleeping hard, mom. Oh, have you? I'm so sorry. He was like, you was knocked out. I was like, man, I had kept my friend little baby today, and I guess it wore me out. Said staying up late. I can't stay up late with y'all tonight. I'm gonna have to get my sleep. Oh yes, they're gonna continue to get more and more challenging as we continue to move further into the material. It's gonna get more and more challenging for sure. For sure. She's always stalking. You are stalking me. I'm glad you've been like, listen, wake up. Get on here. We got a solid hour tonight. Yes, we're gonna continue because we did one step yesterday. So let's just recap what we did yesterday. So let's say we had x minus 7 is equal to 12. We had, what did we do? Let's say we had negative 8 plus x is equal to 4, 5. And then let's say we had x divided by 6 is equal to 10. So those are one-step equations, which is what we did yesterday, right? So today we're going to combine both of them and actually end it with a two-step equation last night. The last one that we did last night was a two-step equation. So just recapping what we did yesterday at the beginning, what we did all one-step equations. So this will be number 1, number 2, and number 3. Because you always kind of want to review what you went over before you step into the next one. Hey, Fat Rat. Oh, a teddy bear. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Hey, sweets. Welcome in. See, look, y'all give me so much energy. Soon as, Chemical Jumpus is back. Hello, y'all. What is going on this evening? How is everybody doing? Hey, Desi. Yes, sweets, what's up? Bareen. I've been doing it for a long time. That's why. That's the only reason why. It's because I've been doing it for so long. Hey, Jazz. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Berlin. Well, I'm glad that you are here. I am so glad that you are here. Hopefully, we can make it better. Sweet, you said you had a question? Yes, number 3 is 60. Very good. Excellent. Because of the fraction, yes. And I'm like, the fraction is not bad. On Facebook, 100 divided by 4 times 2 plus 3. Is that where that question come from? Is the answer 125? Somebody had got on here. Is that where that problem came from on Facebook? And what did you get for the answer, sweets, on that? What did you get for the answer on that? Did you get 5 or did you get 125? Because people thought it was 5. It's 125. Yeah, it's 125 because you got to do order of operations. and it's confusing. So remember PEMDAS. So whenever okay, so let's look at this real quick, and I'm gonna go to that one because somebody had jumped on here and asked about that, and they was like 5. I was like, it's 125. So real quick, so x is equal to 60 on here, and then I will explain it. Hey KL, it's 125. Yes, so you have to multiply this times 6 and this times 6 because since it's being divided, you got to do the opposite. So you're going to, with the 5 still being in parentheses, is number 2 negative 13? It's not going to be negative because remember we're going to add 8 to both sides. So it'll be x is equal, it should be positive 13. It's just different because that negative 8 is in the front. So, Barine, you got that one right. Somebody argued with you about the 5 still being in parentheses. The 5 in the parentheses, no, we're going to flip it to the opposite and make it positive. I know the positive in front of the x kind of throws us off. But remember, we're going to take the sign that's in front, directly in front of the number. And then we're going to do that. Hey, Shayla. And so we're going to use that to help us move it over there. So just always look directly in front. Because if we would have did negative, then, and then still too, this is a 5. So if we would have minus 8, it would end up giving us negative 3. You said this number after the equal sign is number 119. Yes. So we're going to add 7 to both sides. And then x is going to be equal to 19. Perfect. Yes, Fabric. Yes. Perfect. Very good, y'all. Very good. So you're saying that you were adding. What was you talking about this after the equal sign? You know I hate when I have to. What was you talking about after the equal sign?
Okay, yeah, so you know how it goes, negative 8x plus x equals 5. I always do the number after the equal sign. So I subtracted 5 from both sides. And then in my head, I was thinking same signs, add and keep, since the 8 was negative and I was... Can you hush? And I was subtracting 5. That's what made me think that the signs were the same.
Okay, yeah. So remember, we always going to deal with that number on the same side as the variable because that's what we want to get by itself. So whatever number is on the side, because he over here chilling, so we don't want to fool with him. But even if you subtracted the 5, you would have got a negative 13. So let's say you would have did it like that. Negative 8 plus x is equal to 5. Even if you would have subtracted 5, you still have to move x. So this would have been negative 13 plus x is equal to 0. So I would have had to subtract x, and then I would have had negative x is equal to negative 13. I would have had to divide by negative 1. So you see that? And I end up putting them on the opposite sides. Hold on. It would have been negative 13 is equal to negative x. So you would have had to divide by negative 1 and still got x is equal to positive 13. Does that make sense? Hey, Shaprisa. Hi, hello. You been at school
So I
today?
just need to work on the other side and not after the equal.
Say it again.
So I basically just need to work from the other side on the same side as the variable. Okay.
Yes, always from the same side as the variable. Yes. Your class had me way ahead while we was doing. Hey, yes. Don't you feel good when you go to class and you know what they're talking about? Wonderful. Very good. Isn't that exciting? Good. Winston, x to the x squared, that would be a different. We would have to do square root or we would have to factor it. Hey, Flamingo. That is the best feeling when you go to class and you know what they're talking about. Yes, sweets. We're going to talk about that 100 divided by 20. Why you don't do that first? I know. Okay, so let's look at that question. I did not know that was a question on Facebook that everybody was talking about. I would have got on there and told them. So, because it looks off, right? So you have 100, what was it, divided by, is that what, divided by 4 times?
I think it's divided by 4, 2 plus 3. Yep.
Okay. So, well, that was rare for me, Breen. So let's talk about PEMDAS. So please excuse my dear Aunt Sally left to right. So if this tells me I need to do parentheses first, okay, so I'm going to do 2 plus 3. So I got 100 divided by 4 times 5. Did that part. I don't have any exponents. Now it says I need to multiply or divide from left to right. Now this right here, just because it's touching that parentheses, it's still telling you that it's multiplication. This could be written as 4 times 5 or 4 times 5. That's just a different way to signify that I'm multiplying. But you still have to do whichever one comes first from left to right. So what they wanted to do is divide first, and they are out of order. That is not how that goes. You are first going to divide 100 divided by 4. That is where you're going to get 25. Then you're going to multiply that times 5, and that is where you are going to get 125. Yes, I call it, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, parentheses, exponents. We had to make up any type of thing that you wanted to go with it. It could be parentheses, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, Pluto, X, whatever. That's just what we all called it. Yes, Barine. Mm-hmm. So just to help people remember, so you can tell everybody on Facebook, they are out of order. They trying to, what they say, put the horse before the carriage. No, you have to divide first and then you have to multiply. It doesn't look like it, but that's what it is. You have to. Okay, so you're just going to follow order of operations, sweets. That's all. What comes next? Multiplication or division. And it's whichever one comes first from, that's why I have an arrow. This means whichever comes first in line from left to right. So what comes first? 100 divided by 4 or 4 times 5? No, not if you just, Fat, what you said, dividing, what you say? No, so I know, Fat, I know. No, Barine, that's not the same as the FOIL method. Hey, Marbe, hey. So yeah, you do parentheses first. Then I'm going to move to division because I don't have exponents. So I'm going to do 100 divided by 4. So listen, if it's easier for you to do 100 divided by 4 times 5 or make that into a regular multiplication, then you can see it better because people probably getting confused thinking that that's parentheses. No, you're supposed to do what's inside the parentheses, not touching the parentheses. Yes, it starts over from left to right. Yes. Just like when you go to the next line and you reading a book, you always go back to the front. So you always start back at left to right. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. But you still have parentheses. This is not the same type of parenthesis. So check this out. This is implying multiplication. Okay? They mean that you need to deal, if you have 5 times 2 divided by 4 squared, you complete the operations that are inside of the parentheses. This can be rewritten as 4 times 5. I can't rewrite this as nothing. But what I can rewrite this is another way of doing multiplication. I can translate this into 4 times 5. I can rewrite this as 4 times 5. No, it's saying to perform the operations that are inside of a set of parentheses. That's what that says. Because 4 times 2 is 8 and 4 times 3 is 12. Then 8 plus 12 is 20, the same as. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. You talking about if you made this 8. So if you made this 8 and then made this 12, because that would be 8, but then it would be 100 divided by 20. And that's how you would get 5. Because I had did it that way at first to see if I could distribute. And I was like, nope, that's not going to work. Because that would give you 8. And that would give you that. And then you would do 100 divided by, well, yeah, because that would be, it would give you like a number. So if you did it that way, let's see. If you did it that way where you distributed, you would get 8 plus 12. You see what happens? Because what happens is now your parentheses go away and it's like this, and you end up having to do 100 divided by 8, and it wouldn't give you the same answer. That's why I always want you to do what's inside the parentheses first. So yeah, you couldn't do it that way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the parentheses only means to multiply right now, Barine. Correct. Yes. You see how messed up it got, Barine, whenever we didn't do it that way? So if we actually had like where we were doing 4 times 2x squared minus 4, then that's different because we're dealing with variables. That's when you use the distribution property. That's when you distribute. Because now we can't do anything on the inside of the parentheses. I still have parentheses and I distribute. 100 divided by 5 is 20, yes. But we're doing 100 divided by 20 is 5, yes. But we're doing 100 times divided by 4. You got it, Shaprisa, very good. All right, Flamingo. You are welcome, Fox Honey. I teach a little bit. I do beginning algebra. Right, you don't distribute correctly. Yep, so that's what happens. So tell everybody on Facebook, sweets, they are WR big, loud, and wrong. They are loud and wrong. They are loud and wrong. Pudding, we not doing, we doing 2-step equations. We was just doing that Facebook problem. I wish I'd have saw that so I could have got on there and said something about it. Because somebody jumped on live one night and was like, how you saw this? Fox Honey said I was quiet and wrong. Well, make sure you write that down on your paper so you can go back and tell everybody on Facebook it is not 5, it is 125. And it's because of the law of order of operations. Did they? I don't be on, I get on for a little bit because I be on here doing social media. Then I check my Insta. I'm supposed to be reading and doing schoolwork. Really? And I guess whoever I follow, whoever is following me, they didn't say nothing about it. And I'm surprised nobody sent it to me. It was like, hey, Sophia, can you do this? I started calling. Oh, that's awesome. Really, to pass the TSI math is to use the answer choices as much as you can. Study. Look at Mike Toohey. Mike Toohey is the person that he does. So that's where I got caught up because I like to teach to make sure y'all learn and understand what y'all doing. But Mike Toohey, he's the one that has like the tips and tricks and how you insert a number in and solve that. My thing I would tell you is to review all of your basic math and review a little bit of algebra. Going over this book, it's just because the concepts on there are so different. I don't know how long you've been out of school, but I told them that the 5 in the parentheses implies multiplication, so it can be written as very good. She said the law of order, it is a law. So order of operations is a mathematical law. Yes, that's a good way to write it, sweets. That's a good way to write it. Good way to write it. And have my advice with the, do you tutor for T's? I don't tutor for T's. I tutor for math. If you have questions about it, I can definitely help you and have any advice. Because I'm not familiar with T's. Oh, you just dropped out? Oh. Hey, Mary Bell. Hold on, y'all. I need to, let me put up this 2-step problem real quick. Shaprisa, you in here, aren't you? I saw her writing a minute ago. Okay, we on page, hold on, y'all. We are going to go, we're using our pink book tonight. Tonight. I got so much energy when I came on here with y'all. I guess because I had a really good nap. Because when I tell you I was asleep. I do pre-algebra. I do middle school. I taught middle school for years. And then I taught developmental math. So That is my strong area, is going to be this, what we're doing here. All right, so two-step equations. Let's see what we got cooking, crack-a-lacking today. We did variables on both sides last night, right? Solving with variables on both sides, having to move. And see, this book doesn't break it all the way down how I like for it to be broken down. Let's see here. So let's say we have 3x plus 13 is equal to 7. So that's the one we're going to start with. We on page 189. I think we about 10 laws of NDC would be good. Oh, okay. I didn't nearly have enough to do chemistry and physics. Yes, keep going. Go to tutoring. You'll get, yep. You just have to retrain those muscles. That's all. You said the answer is 2? Girl, you looking in the book? Don't play with me. Are you looking in the book? Is that what? Lee.
I'm actually downstairs and the book is upstairs. So no, I'm not cheating today. Thank you.
No, you actually had it right though. You had put a 2, right? Oh, it's a -2. You was close, ma'am. You have a wonderful. Oh.
Wait, how is it negative if all the answers is positive?
Because okay, so this is where we're gonna do our PEMDAS backwards. So the first thing, our goal is to isolate x. So we want to isolate the variable. So you want to undo what you see. So to get the answer, I was thinking about this today. We had to do something to this number. We added something to this number, and then we end up getting a result of 7, right? It's like, what did I do to x? I did all, just like we was doing PEMDAS when we got that the answer was 125. So let's say that this was 125. What did we do to get 125? This question says, what did I do to get the answer of 7? Well, what I'm going to do is work backwards since I already have my answer, right? So I'm going to subtract 13 from both sides, okay? When I do that, I'm going to be left with 3x is equal to 7 minus 13, which is going to give me a -6. So that's where everything became negative at, okay? What else did I do? Now, 3 times some number that I'm not sure of is equal to -6. Hey, Mar. So I multiplied 3 times something, and then that ended up getting me a -6. So I'm going to do the reverse of that to figure it out. I'm going to divide both sides by -3, not -3, +3. And now I have x is equal to -2. So if I was to insert -2 back into that equation and then perform PEMDAS, that's how I would end up getting 7. So we just undoing everything that we see. I took this variable, I multiplied it times something, then I added it times something, and I end up getting 7. So what you're doing is backtracking. You said you input variables. What you mean? So you put in a variable. Tell me what you did.
You know how see this, I guess this is what I get for watching Mike Toohey too much, because he always said just start inputting variables instead of like trying to do the whole math problem. So instead of doing the subtracting the 13 from both sides how I normally do it, I just put 2 times 3 is 6, and then 6 plus 13. So yeah, that's what I. Oh, it's not even 13. It'd be minus. It would have been a. Okay, now I see. Because it would have been a negative right there if I would actually just not input.
Because if you'd have put a 2 in and got 6 plus 13, that's 19. That would have gave you 19. So you would have had to input negative because you
right.
See that
so I get a lower number. Right.
It says plug in the X and check your answer. The 3's cancel out. Yes. So for this one, I will do a check so that y'all get used to seeing whatever you need to see. we discovered that x is equal to -2. This is when you perform PEMDAS, right? So now I had 3 times -2. What was it? Plus 13 is equal to 7. 3 times -2 is -6. Plus 13 is equal to 7. And now I have 7 is equal to 7. So I know for sure that x is equal to -2. Which is why I tell you that whenever you have a variable, you are going to use PEMDAS going backwards versus doing PEMDAS going the right way. Because you're literally working backwards. You're undoing everything you have done. If you can understand that to get to this answer, we had to use PEMDAS, well, to undo the answer, you're going to have to undo PEMDAS. That's all you're doing. You're undoing PEMDAS. That's it. It's this guy on YouTube. He's from Australia. And he teaches different ways to look at algebraic expressions and equations. I like him a lot. If I find him again, then I will tell you who he is. Okay? I will tell you who he is. All right, so let's do another one. So this one, STEMTech. Oh yeah, science, technology, engineering, and math. So this is not a two-step per se, but you have to do more than one thing just to get the answer. So before we do anything, what do we have to do? So that's why I want y'all to understand. It's not always, there's certain steps that you have to take. You undo what you see, but don't forget what we learned yesterday. What did we learn yesterday? Before we do anything, what do we have to do? We have to simplify first. No. Combine like terms. So what we cannot forget is what we started with yesterday. It's an order. So isolate the variable. You have to simplify. Then you're going to, it's all a part of the process, okay? I can't do no division and nothing until I get these two together, right? And then undo. So 9 minus 5 is going to give you 4x, which is equal to 52. It's so much easier than what y'all see. Bring the variables together. So much easier than what y'all see. Yes. And then after you do that, you just got 4x is equal to 52. How do you get the x by itself? What's my last step? Divide. There you go. So 52 divided by 4. So x is equal to what? That's it. Where is it 13? Don't let me lie to you. Yes, 13. Let me put y'all on pause real quick. Gotta drink me some tea. Okay, so you can't forget what we learned. Remember, it's a process. You gotta make sure that yeah, it wasn't hard at all. Because remember, you're gonna see this multiple different ways. Sometimes we're going to have those problems where we have to combine like terms first. So we can't forget that part that we did about combining like terms, okay? We cannot forget that part. All right, let's try another one. Let's try another one. I've been asleep and I just woke up. I just woke up. That's why. And so I've been talking for however long we've been online. That's how long I've been talking. Thank God I got allergies though. It rained down here in Texas today. Thankfully. Okay, so Let's look at this one where we have, I don't like these questions. Hey Jay, it poured, did it? Oh my goodness. You get confused. Okay, I have a lot of people that get confused about negative or subtraction. Negative and subtraction is the same thing because the opposite of a negative is a positive, which means you're going to add. It's the same thing. Negative means that you're subtracting a positive number. I know that sounds crazy, but that's so don't get confused. It's the same thing. All right, here we go. So let's do, I need my teacher book out because I want to do a different type of problem. They're not giving me the problems that I want. All right, let's do variables on both sides first. Okay, so let's go ahead and put where we have variables on. Oh, you did? You wasn't far from me at all. So, still have to get isolating the variable means you're going to get it on one side of the equation by itself. Okay, so that's our entire goal is to get x on one side of the equation by itself. That's our entire goal, right? So to do that, that means I need to get all of my variables on one side and all of my letters on the other side. Yes. So, okay, you want to subtract the 5 from the 12? We can do that. I personally like to do the 12 from the 5. It would have made it negative, but we're going to do that because that's what you said. So I'm going to take the 5x from the 12x. So that's going to, and if you need to do this to show that this is two different sides, y'all, go ahead and make sure you draw a line. So that's going to end up giving me negative 2 is equal to 12 minus 5, which is 7 minus 16. All right, so my next step is to do what? Me too, Shaprisa. I do too. But you got to be able to both way. Either way is good. Add 16 because everybody brain work differently, and it helps to keep it positive until you get real comfortable with working with negative. So now I have 16 minus 2, which is 14. Very good, y'all. Very good. And what's the last step? 14. Yep. So now we're going to divide both sides by 7, and x is equal to... Perfect. That was not bad at all. We ready to upgrade. No, it goes any direction you want it to, sweets. I know this one is different. It go any direction you want it to do. You just got to make sure you make... No. Don't get caught up on directions. For when we solving these, it don't matter. It don't even matter. You like, what? Girl, survey. They doing surveys on lives. What did it say? Y'all, they doing surveys. What did the survey say? Thank you for liking the live. Shaprisa, a survey. Did you feel comfortable? Is that what it said? Did you feel comfortable at the live or something? I must be. Oh my goodness. Can you take the variable across the... Yes, we have to take it across the equal sign. So that's what we did. So we moved it over here. And that's why all our x's ended up being on the right side. Yes, we added 16 to both sides instead of 2 because we want to put everything on the opposite side of the variable. So remember that. What's our goal? Get x by itself. We want to get x by itself. Since we moved the x over here, that means we got to move the numbers over here. So tell yourself, wherever that variable is, the numbers cannot be. Wherever the variables is, the numbers cannot be. Now what kind of information? Girl, get on. Nosy self. So hey, cool. We only do like pre-algebra and beginning algebra on here. I'm not that fancy. That makes sense? Very good, sweets. Yep. An exponent is when it's raised to a power. So x to the power of 2, 3 to the power of 9. Those are your exponents. We haven't got there yet, so you don't have to worry about that quite yet. Hey, Abby. So let's look at another one like this. Well, not like this, but similar. We're just going to do all sorts of stuff tonight. Tonight. Ooh, ooh, tonight. And sweets. You could move it to the other side. So let me show you doing it the other way. But it would have been negative. And Lee probably likes her numbers to be positive. But I'm going to show you another way. Okay? So let's say I want to keep all my X's on the left side. It just depends on what you want. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 12. Now you're going to end up having a negative 7x minus 2 is equal to negative 16. This is where you would then move what? No, for sure. Oh, quadratic equations and square roots. So we won't be doing those until further down. So we did some of those a week or so ago, but now we're going like in order. So unless it's something specifically, you can like DM me, send me a question, and I'll make a video about it and then post it for you. So I can do it like that. You're welcome. Add 2 to both sides. Yes, sweets. So now I'm going to add 2 to both sides. And so that's going to give me negative 7x is equal to negative 14. Now I'm just going to do my same thing that I did. The only thing that's different is the division. The signs. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 7. Now x is still, the answer is still going to be positive 2. Still going to be positive 2. Hey, Starburst. Still going to be positive 2. So it doesn't matter what you move, like as far as your x's, if you move them here or you move them here, you just have to be consistent in your moving. Okay? Yes, negative divided by negative is a positive. Absolutely, Shaprisa. Does that make sense, sweets? Because you were saying, did we do the 5 because it was first? No, You just decide, you ask yourself, do I want to move this 5 or do I want to move this 12? And when you decided, when I said I'm going to move to 12 because I like everything on, I'm cool with negatives. A lot of students don't, and the teacher tells them, or the instructor says, move the smallest number first so that you will have a positive variable. That's most oftentimes what we tell the students in middle school. If you want your variables to be positive, move the smallest variable first. And then your answer is always going to be most oftentimes positive. It doesn't. That's why I try not to do so many rules, and I try to just give it to you like, hey, what's our goal? To get X on one side and get the numbers on the other side. That's it. How you do that? Yeah, you can do it any way you want. No, I don't. Hey Zay, I don't do pre, and it does. I won't take that back. You do got some. You got to memorize some rules, Shaprisa. You right. You do. You do. I ain't gonna lie. Like moving 2 to the other side and made it positive. Hold on, Mimi. What you say? Thank y'all for liking the live. That's why I try to give it to you in a way where you don't have to memorize so much. That's why I said this dude from if you can look at it and see it in a different way. So for instance, this is 3x minus 5 is equal to x plus 2. We'll just do that. X plus 2. I won't do too much. Still got x's on both sides. I just sent this to my son. Oh, good, Monique. You said sweets, that's what makes it interesting. So we know that we're trying to figure out what x is equal to. So that's our whole entire goal, is to see what x is equal to. The only way we can do that is by getting it on one of the sides of the equal sign by itself. All right, so Shaprisa says she gonna subtract the x to move it over here with his other x. We're gonna put all the x's together. So now I got 2x minus 5 is equal to positive 2 because x went away on this side. Oh, the rules make it interesting. All right, so now I got 2x minus 5 is equal to 2. I got to get rid of them numbers over there with the x. I don't want them to have nothing. The x can't have nothing. So now I'm just going, yep, we're going to add 5. So now I'm going to put the 5 over here. And now I got, and remember, you can do it horizontally. Some people like it better when they write the 5 beside it. You can do it that way. It don't matter. We probably will have a fraction or a decimal. And so now that's going to go away. And now I have 2x is equal to 7. And we're going to leave it as a fraction though. Why you say no, no, no? No, 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 no. Can you say yeah, 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 yeah? Can you say no, 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 no? And my last step is to do what? And I leave it as a fraction personally. No, 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 no. Okay. And our last step is to divide by 2. And x is equal to 7/2. Boom. That's it. That's not bad. Hey, Laquita. Can we say no, no? I said that because you was like, no, 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 no. You said wake or wake, Shaprisa? You said wait or wake? Good job. Yep, because we did 2 plus 5. Did I do something wrong? No, that's right. So 7 over 2. How you get 31? You multiplied? How you get 31? Hey, Superfire, thank you. 31 over 2. Did you multiply something? Oh, you can do 3 1/2. Yeah, that it's all the same. 3.5. I just don't so like when I do my answers, you can do it like that. You can do 3 1/2. You can do 3.5. Yeah, either way. Yeah. That too. I just leave it at 7 over 2. Just make it easy. But you got it right. That's right. Hey, B. Yes, indeed, Shaprisa, you got it right. Okay. So now, how are we feeling? Are we comfortable with that? So we did 2-step equations where we have to simplify. Let's do another one of those. Because we got to do some with some, what if we do x minus 3x plus 8x is equal to 54. So we don't forget that we have to simplify first. Hey, love to the T. Oh, let's get my hair out the way. Combine like terms. Are they doing, they did 7 divided by 2 to get 3 1/2. Sweets. They did 7 divided by 2 to get 3 1/2. Because remember, the top number is larger. I got somebody said x is equal to 6. X is equal to 6. Oh my goodness. Now my book is already trying to get wrinkled. So I got x is equal to 6 for number 3. For this one, I'm getting x is equal to 6. Help. I got, oh, we combining like terms to get 6x. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's what it should be. Combine all your terms, sweets. Combine all your terms. Combine all your terms. So x minus, or do this one first if that helps you better. But remember, we're doing x minus 3. We got to get all our like terms. So we got x minus 3 which is going to give me a -2. And then plus 8 should give me 6x. All of this should be 6x is equal to 54. So we always have to combine like terms. You want to get that down to a single variable. You don't want to have all the variables sitting over there at one time. Go ahead and combine your like terms and make it easier. Now, that's all you have to do. Your last step is going to be divide both sides by, yes, Shaprisa, there we go, x is equal to 9. Perfect. So you have to ask yourself, I got too many terms with an x over here. What can I do to make that easier for me? Oh, I can just put them all together. So I'm going to do x minus 3 is -2, and then plus 8 is 6. Now, I just got all my variables here. It became a single 6x. And my last step to get the 6 and the x separated from each other is to divide. So x is equal to 9. Perfect. Joni, what happened? What's wrong? Sweets, would you put an arrow? Thank you for the likes, y'all. How is x minus 3 minus... Where'd the 2 come from, Keisha? Where'd you get the -2 from? Oh, how is x minus 3 -2? Because this is a 1 in front of here, but we just don't write it. So 1 minus 3 is -2. So you think about if you was on a number line and you was at 0, you had 1, -1, -2, and it said take 3 away, because that means go to the left. So that would be 1, 2, 3, and that puts you at -2. I did, It put you at -2. And then it say go back to the right 8 steps. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that'll put me at +6. Sometimes you gotta bust your number line out. Because honestly, positive and negative means direction. Yes, anytime it's by itself, it's 1. Absolutely. It's just understood so we don't end up writing it. So like right here, down here, this says that 1x is equal to 9, but we just don't put the 1. Yes. Well, I won't say always, because sometimes you'll actually have a number 1. This is just telling you that there is 1x here instead of it being 2x or 3x. This is telling me that I have one single x. So you'll still have, thank you, Fancy, you'll still have the number 1 in the problem if it is just a constant. But whenever it's telling you that you have one variable, then it's not going to put the 1 in front of it always. -2 and 8 is 6. Yes, sweets. Yes. Thank you, Fancy. I'm so glad. But anytime you have a single x, Jazz, then that will be a 1 in front of it. And if you need to put the 1 in front of it, go ahead and put the 1 in front of it. Because sometimes you'll have a negative x, which means it's a -1. And you'll need to divide by that -1 to get rid of that negative. For whatever reason, they just decided not to. Yep, it's imaginary. And under every whole number is an imaginary 1 as well. Just imaginations everywhere. My goodness. I don't know why they do the 1 like that. How y'all feeling about that one with the combining like terms before? This book don't have another one that I actually want to do. So what if I introduce, let me see, excuse me, I know I'm just on here just. You know, I'm having like terms. Oh, thank you, Fancy. You are so sweet. You are so kind. This one, IDK says 12. Add 6 on both sides. Oh, y'all so kind. Add 6 on both sides. Uh-huh. Jay says 12. Shaprisi, what's the name you getting it? Sweets. Leebu said 12. Will it be a fraction? Let me see. I don't even know. Number 6. No, it should be a whole number. Maribel, I may do word problems. It won't be. It'll be a while though. Probably. It won't be a while, but I will eventually. I have some on my YouTube. I did word problems. Do you like word problems, Maribel? Yeah, we will eventually though. Divide both sides by 2. IDK. 12. Very good. Sweets, did you get it? Where's my marker? So our first step is we are going to probability. To be honest, if you are taking like algebra, middle school algebra does probability. They used to do probability. I don't know if they do anymore. Like if y'all want me to, I will. But algebra really, it doesn't go over probability like per se as a when I taught algebra, I don't think we did probability. We did in middle school math, I did probability. But now when I did college freshman algebra. Oh yes, doing word problem. Just send me the word problem, and if you have a question on a word problem, or I can put some up online. I just have to remember. That was an easy one. Yeah. So the first year I taught it, the first 2 years I taught it, we did a little bit of probability. But then after that, for whatever reason, they exited out. We did stats and probability. So yeah, sometimes they will put it in there. Percentages is on there. Yeah, definitely percentages now. We probably will do those. So add 6 to both sides. That's going to give me 2x is equal to 24. And then divide both sides by 2. And then x is equal to 12. Perfect. Perfecto, everybody. Y'all are doing amazing. Excuse me. That's why I had started off doing fractions. I had wanted to go into percentages as well, but we just jumped right on into this. So let's go ahead and learn. I think you all are pretty good with this. How do y'all feel about two-step equations? We got where oh yeah, now you gotta leave the x. We gotta leave the x. We need the x. Everybody good? Perfect. Hey Jackson. Hey Lady T. Yep, you didn't took the whole x away. We just want to take away the number that's in front of it. Good, everybody. So let's introduce parentheses, and this is when we're going to do the distribution property, the distributive property. Golden girl, golden girl. Because the only thing is that you got to stack math. And so if you don't get your foundation down, then you're not going to know what you're doing. You always have to combine like terms. You always have to simplify the equation. So it's just really just learning what order to do what in. That's all. So let's say I have 3, -3 times n plus, not n, I'm using a different book. And I don't even want to do a negative. Equals 15 what do I want to do? Okay, so for this one, 3 times x plus 5 is equal to 30. So now you're going to distribute. And this will be the last thing we learn tonight. So we know that we have to isolate the variables still, combine like terms, undo anything that's been done. But if they have parentheses, the first thing we have to do is distribute. If I can't do any of those things and I have parentheses, then I have to use the distributive property. Okay? I have to use the distributive property. So first thing that we want to do, what is this? Who can tell me what? Hey, Miss Tracy, who can tell me what the distributive property is? Oh, hey, Maltese Mathematics, IDK, Sharonda. Woo! Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, bless me. Okay, 3x plus 15. I see y'all. Okay, 3 times x. Excuse me. Look at y'all. Multiply. We giving out 3s. Yes, you get a 3. You get a 3. And you get a 3. And you get a 3. Everybody gets a 3. Yes, very good. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Multiply. So we're going to take this 3 and we're going to give everybody a 3. 3 times x and 3 times 5. So this becomes 3x plus 15 is equal to 30. We just multiply and get rid of those parentheses. And now we don't have no more parentheses. And now we have a 2-step equation. Perfect. And now we can solve. Excellent. Very, very good. So first thing we need to do, now y'all can actually solve for x. Perfect. Subtract 15 from both sides. Somebody told me the answer is 5. Subtract 15, the answer is 5. Perfect. Subtract 15. Bada bing, bada boom. Ooh, oh, Annie said 5. I was like, 4? 5. Yes, perfect. Uh-oh, Lee, I just noticed that you dipped. The little box wasn't there no more. I mean, I saw you write something a minute ago. Is Barine still on here? Divide by 3? Yes, very good. And yes. Very good, everybody. There goes Shaprisa. Oh, that's right. Oh, okay. Girl, that survey, I'm trying to understand why. I guess I didn't got hungry. I'm gonna give me something to eat. Hey, user. Okay, perfect. And anybody who's new here, if y'all have a question, always request. I know I could put the little boxes on the side, but everybody feel good about that one? Well, let's go ahead and upgrade then. Sweet, you doing okay? Let's go ahead and do another one. We haven't did any with any division yet. Or where you have to multiply. Let's throw a multiplication problem in there and see how we feeling about that one. Oh my goodness. Tell them they being extra nosy. They being extra nosy talking about our interactions. They being extra nosy right now. Goodness. Everybody feel good about that one? We all good? Everybody good? Our hearts and minds clear? We're okay? Okay, looks like everybody's feeling okay about it. So let's remind ourselves what we do when we have, what we did. We did a multiplication where we were dividing x by a number. So let's go ahead and look at this. The associative property, not gonna lie, I get them in the commutative property confused. It just means that you can either, what is associates? Associates is group. You can change the grouping symbols, I think. It don't matter what, hey, N, it don't matter what order you add them in or what groups they're, I have to look it up. If I'm not even gonna lie to you, because I don't have it memorized off top of my head at all. I gotta clean the floor. How are you doing? You here? We got another about 20 minutes. I was about to get off of here because I'm a little tired today. Tell I'm late as usual. That's okay. That's okay. You're here though. Thank you, Jamie. But you're here. You made it. Long as you made it. I'm glad you made it. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. I had to clean the baseboards. All my stuff when I erased was falling down on the baseboards. Okay, so this one got some multiple steps. I know, girl, look, I see something, I have to do it right then. I get irritated. So negative 20x minus 15, very good. Yep, gotta go ahead and get rid of them parentheses. And once you do that, you can get rid of the parentheses. You don't have to do them anymore. Okay, yeah, so you can change your grouping symbols and it don't matter. There you go. Like I know it was something about either the grouping symbols or I don't know. Then subtract the 12. Barine Salmon Harbor put it in the chat. The associative property. Okay, so we know that we got to do this first. So negative 5, and that's going to give us negative 3 is equal to negative 20x minus 15 plus 21x. And then, let me see. Hey, sweets. So I got somebody telling me add 15 on both sides. Definitely can do that. But you see, me personally, before you, I know you want to put that 21 back over there. Look what happens right here. Don't forget you got your variables separated. You You can add the 15 first. We can do that. You can add the 15 first if you want to. That's fine. So that'll end up giving you 12 is equal to negative 20x. I just confused. Plus 21x. You can if you want to. Now you can combine them. You can. So I'd be hearing noises outside. But you can combine birds. Shaprice is like, no, combine birds. You can't, yeah. Because what you don't want to do is say you move to 15, but you also gotta like move a 8. You can do all that, man. Move a 7 and move a 6. It's just make you work harder. So yeah, now you can combine like terms, and now you have 12 is equal to 21 minus 20, which is x. Right, Shaprisa, I feel you. I feel you. I definitely understand that. If you don't have that, yep, I definitely understand that. But everybody should have got 12. Yep, very good. 12. Perfect. Perfect. Y'all are doing good with these distributed property. Why you say you feel about it? I know you moved to 21. I was like, no, leave it right here. What did you do, Lee? I got lost even if it's a simple add problem with a non-variable in the middle. You said you got lost on here, Mimi? Oh yeah, because you was trying to move to 21. Yeah, if the X is already over there by itself and you just need to move a number, like I want y'all to start kind of analyzing the problem and see what's gonna make sense. Oh, okay, I got you. Like start analyzing the problem before just jumping into it and be like, all right, let me attack this, but you gotta have a plan before you start. I think a lot of us, even me myself, we like, let's just do the normal thing that we always do. But if I'm aware that my X's is already on one side of the equation, if I don't have to move them, I probably wouldn't move them. Oh, there you go. I got you. My son taking the trash out. I need to get this other trash.
Okay, so you know how you said if the X is already over there by itself, but it wasn't because we had to add, I thought we needed to add the like terms, and the like term was the negative 20 and the negative 20, the positive 21.
Right. But it was still, so I'll see what you're saying. So we had negative 3 is equal to negative 20x minus 15 plus 21x. But I need to group these. So the first thing you was like, let's go ahead and subtract it. But hold on, before you do that, I need to see that I got two.
I did the negative 20 plus subtract the 21. I was trying to combine like terms.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about moving over here.
No. I did the negative 20 and the positive 21. I subtracted the 21 and then I got like negative 41 minus 15 divided by 3.
So that's what happened. Look at your signs.
I know. I thought it was same signs, add and keep, different signs, subtract, keep the sign of the higher number.
You did. So what's the sign of the higher number?
21. Oh, okay.
You said same signs. You said different signs, subtract. So it'll be 21 minus 20.
So it's just been positive 1?
Positive 1. There you go.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's where I went wrong. See, I told you, me and negatives and positives don't get along, baby. I like to keep it positive. I
can't do no negative. You said it.
And I literally been living by that, like the little tic-tac-toe thing that you gave us. I literally been living by that. Like when I went to do my TSI, I got a scratch piece of paper and I wrote that down. Then I wrote my same signs, add and keep, and then I wrote the slope, all of that, the Y equals MX plus B. I literally had me a little cheat sheet right there sitting waiting for me. But I just don't be applying it correctly or something.
Yeah. That's it. It's the application part. Yeah, so you did it because you were like, okay, these are different signs. So what's the difference between 21 and 20? It's a 1. The bigger sign wins. So that would have gave you a positive x minus 15 is equal to negative 3. Then that's when you would have, as I said, you kind of got to step back and look at it sometimes, so you can really see what's going on. Because even though, like you said, applying it, how do I apply that rule? Okay, well, I got a positive 21, I got a negative 20. Start thinking, my positive is bigger than my negative. I'm combining those. So the positive is going to win. I know that. Different signs. I'm looking at the difference between the two numbers. It's only a difference of 1. So that's going to give me a positive 1. Sometimes you got to talk yourself through that thing. Because if not, it'd be too much at one time.
And was 12 the original answer when you did it the other way as well?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's still 12. So since it's a positive 1, it turns x. Yes. Yes, sweets. Yes. Yes. It does. Because like I said, if you need to put a 1 right here, you can. But it's up to you. Some of my students, they use a 1 faithfully. They use a 1 faithfully. They keep it there. And I'm like, hey, you got to do what you got to do so you don't get confused. If you want to leave the 1, absolutely leave the 1, because it's not going to make the answer wrong or right. It should make it's going, it's not going to, well, let me say it's not going to change the answer. 1x is the same as x. So it's okay either way. Like I said, depending on what your instructor, yeah, it doesn't have to be there though. Everybody's instructor is different. Some people be like, no, you can't put the 1. Just understand that it's not there. So it honestly depends on who you have grading your papers. No, it doesn't change the answer. Nope. It doesn't have to be there. Yep, absolutely. It doesn't change the answer. Oh, my phone down at 23%. Hey, oh, I remember. Hey, Benueli, hello. I remember your name. Congratulations. That is awesome. I'm so happy for you. Go, Benueli. Is it Ben? I think it's Benueli. Congratulations. Hello, son. Congratulations. Everybody shout out. Go, V. Go, V. Go, V. Go, V. Oh, look at you, 960s. Okay. Okay. I know. Wait, I ain't got my lights on. My bad. All right, let me turn my lights on. She said we got to turn the party lights on for you. Hold on 1 second, please. I have to plug up my other light. Uno momento, everybody. We got to have a party for V. Thank you for reminding me. Uno segundo. There y'all go. It's a party for you, V. Go, V. Go, V. So she got a lot of they got a lot of fractions, questions, range, median, factoring, basic algebra. It's not as hard as you thought. Very good. Turn it up 1 time. Turn it up 2 times. Crisscross. She said happy birthday, basically. I found the online AccuPlacer way harder. Really? So the one you did the AccuPlacer, like the quantitative algebra, you did the one with the 3 parts? She said, we don't get the party. No, we don't. We don't. I think we had them the other night. You weren't on here. She talking about we don't get the. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. I am so glad to be of any help. Thank you for coming back and telling us what happens. We are absolutely pumped up for you. She talking about we don't get the party lights off. And Mimi. Oh, you took the AccuPlacer? Really? And that's why I kind of was feeling like people should do the AccuPlacer practice test more than the TSI one. Because I feel like it gives you more, Katie, what you doing? It gives you more information. But what you doing? What What you doing? Oh, okay. You took it. Oh, you took it all out? Yeah. Thank you. Really? I thought the acuplacer was okay. So the acuplacer has, remember, like 3 different practice tests to go with it. So I know probably you take the acuplacer, Mimi. The TSI is specifically for Texas. So the TSI is specifically for Texas. That's why. It's the Texas Success Initiative test. But they're essentially probably the same thing, but yeah. So the TSI is for Texas. The arithmetic one was similar, same with probability. Okay. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah, it was 922. That's probably our last problem. 5 probability questions. I'm a little tired. I don't know what's going on. Oh, wow. Really? Oh, that's right. Y'all don't take anything. Okay. TSIA 2. Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. How exciting. We don't have a test. You just take that. You was stressing? Well, you did good. Unicorn, which one? That went viral. Which one went viral? You talking about you are so welcome. I'm so glad you came and told me what happened. So excited for you. You said that it was, oh, we already did that, Unicorn. Was you not here when we solved it? Did you request to join, V? It said you did.
Je had vier zo.
Oh, nope. It was an accident. Well, congratulations to you and go have a wonderful year or semester at school. It's 125, Unicorn. Were you on here at the very beginning? We had just talked about it. It's 125. GTP, what's GTP? Chat GTP, what's that? So it's 125. Chat GPT, yeah, it's 125. I'm on a different phone. I will use my study.ai app to show you, but I don't have. It's 125. If you do, when I explained to ChatGPT when I was in school, he agreed. Yeah, because that's how it's supposed to be. It should be 125 because it said that we should not have removed the parentheses. Therefore, we would have done the multiplication first and then no, it should be division first. Yeah, you got to divide first. Yes, you divide first. 100 divided by 4. Yes. Yep, because even if you did 100 divided by 4 and then did 4 times, that wouldn't work. So you might have been able to do 4 times 8. That might have been 4 times 8, and I mean 4 times 2, and then 4 times or 20 times 2, which is 80, and then 20 times 3, which is what app? You said, why did we remove the app? Why did we remove the parentheses? Okay, we done with our other problem. I know it's 10:30. We only go to about an hour. I gotta work in the morning. My Casio gives 5 and my Texas Instrument gives 125. Because when I put the problem, I guess that's why, hey, Jump is, and if I had, it's on this phone. We did do the order of operations with parentheses. I don't think was that Unicorn? Was that you that got on here? Okay, y'all, we got that problem right. Why are you saying that we removed the parentheses? So we did 100. Because it's 4 times 5. That's it. That's it. There it is. You're welcome. So I think people are getting confused because they're leaving the parentheses like this. They're doing 4 times 5 and they want to do 4 times 20, but you still out of order because you're supposed to do 100 divided by 4 first. So even if you would have kept the parentheses there and did 4 times 20, you still out of order. You're welcome.
I have a quick question because I didn't know that there was literally like two different things, like drastically different. What is the difference between the TSI and the AccuPlace?
Um, Baby, these allergies got me draining. Don't get me to telling you. I think, like I said, the TSI is just for Texas. I don't think there's a huge difference. Texas just made its own test. So
Right, because like ain't math is just math, right? So
yeah, it's the same. No, so it may be different questions on the AccuPlaces versus the TSI. It's probably the same, but Texas just made its own test. Hey, Ellie or L, that's why. But it's essentially the same material though. It's still a placement test. I know, isn't that crazy? You know, Texas extra. That's why we got the STAR test, the ACT and the SAT, and as we do as well. So Mimi, you can be exempt from the TSI if your scores meet the requirements. So here in Texas, if you make a certain score on the ACT and the SAT, then you don't even have to take the TSI. So I didn't take the TSI, not because I'm just not. But I took the SAT and the ACT. A lot of students I know have not taken the ACT. It was free at my school, so I took it. The SAT was free. So I didn't have to take the TSI because I already took the other test. If you leave the parentheses, so no, even if you leave the parentheses there, you're not gonna get 5. The way they got 5 is because they did it out of order. They did 100 divided by 4 times 5, and what they ended up, even if they did 100 divided by 4 times 5, they did 100 divided by 20. That's why they end up getting 5, because they multiplied before they were supposed to divide. That's what happened. Pre-placement. That's what happened. They did it out of order. That's the only thing that happened. They did it out of order. Yeah, pre-placement. Mm-hmm.
Chronic migraine may still keep you from being there. Why wait? Talk to your doctor about Botox and get in the picture.
Accident.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Grumpy Jan, did you know? Hey, Ian. Yep, it says 125 in your calculator. Yeah, you got to do it order. PEMDAS order of operations says you have to do multiplication, whichever one comes first from left to right. This says that you need to divide before you multiply. And they didn't do that. They decided that they wanted to do 4 times 5 first, and then they wanted to. That ain't right. It don't matter if this is touching this. It's problems that you have to do with X's and stuff involved. Baby, if you don't take that 4 in front of there and do something with that first, you're going to mess around and be mad. Because at the end, I was showing how people got it wrong. In. It's supposed to be 20 times 5, which is 25 times 5, which is 125. That's the answer, Ian. That's the answer. Yeah, they was wrong. They shouldn't have got 100. They messed up. You said about the 100? Oh, thank you, Ian. You are so kind. Oh, it's 9:31. Ian, you said you're confused, so go tell them people on Facebook they loud and they wrong. Well, somebody said they was quiet and they was wrong. It's so easy. It's just whatever come first. Thank you for the likes, left to right. Thank you, Bareen. But yeah, Texas got its own test. It's the same as the AccuPlace. So they just doing the most. It's just all a placement test, though. Just trying to see where you are. which I don't think we should have to take it anyways, but unfortunately we do. So y'all can share this and tell them people, hey, this is how you supposed to do the problem. When I get off here, I'm gonna write it on a piece of paper and I'm gonna put it inside this app. I'm gonna see what they say. But this is the way you're supposed to do it. Confusing folks. Hey, Bianca. So tell them, write it down, and you can type it on your Facebook post and tell them this is how you do math correctly. That's probably the people that were struggling in math. Want to do what they wanted to do and not listen to the order of operation. Let me leave people alone. Y'all gotta get up and go to work in the morning. I do not want to go. Let me not complain, Lord forgive me. I'm just being honest though. So I need to go rest my kneecaps for the day. Nah, Diaz, it's not 5. I know, that's why I said let me stop talking about people. PEMDAS. If PEMDAS say do what's first from left to right, then why you multiplying first? Because multiplying and dividing, see, that's people don't understand PEMDAS. It's which one comes first from left to right. So it's not multiply. You don't always have to multiply. You don't always multiply first. It's whichever one comes in order of reading. So if division is first, then you have to do division first. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the lesson. So Shazzy, yeah, that's the difference. A lot of people think PEMDAS is just straight up and down, but no, it should be an arrow telling you that you have to multiply and divide whichever one comes first, left to right. That's where everybody messed up. You divide first if division is first, or you multiply first if multiplication is first. In this case, division is first, so you have to do 100 divided by 4. And do 25 times 4. 5 times, yeah. Look, Mimi, I'm reading what you put. I was like, that's 100. Oh, we're not going to be on tomorrow in, what's tomorrow, Friday? I may jump on here, but I doubt it. We just Monday through Thursday. Yes, Elizabeth, same thing. Whichever one comes first, left to right. Absolutely. You got it. It's always whichever comes first, left to right. So same for addition and subtraction. Same thing. It's whichever one comes first from left to right. Yes. She said, I know, right? The first time you was finna be on here. We take a break on Wednesdays because I almost bust this down to Tuesday and Thursdays. I almost was like, I'm gonna have to go 2 days a week because it's one day every Monday through Thursday. Woo! But I'm just make sure and try to keep it at an hour. We be on here wee hours of the night. You're welcome, Elizabeth. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Thank y'all for the live. So yes, we are gonna be done with each other for the next. What if you do it out of order? Good night, Jumpy Jan. You too. If you do it out of order, you'll get the wrong answer, Marine. You'll end up getting 5, like a lot of people got. Hey, Zach. Thank y'all for liking the live. Thank you, Elizabeth. So, yeah, if you do it out of order, then you're not going to get the right answer. That's why everybody arguing about what the answer is. You have a good night, too. Because don't nobody know their order operations. And it's a struggle. So, y'all, I'm going to put it in my calculator on my phone and see what it say. Look what my phone say. So why everybody arguing in the calculator say 125? So that's the end. Why is everybody confused? All right, y'all. So we busting up out of here. Lee, Shaprisa, Mimi, all y'all have a blessed weekend. Bareen, Berlin, Ian, J. Cole. Ooh, my nose. Oh, so we've been on here. Why did I say? Oh, because I got on here at 8. Oh, I was supposed to get off at 9. Oh, my goodness. Yes, it's been an hour and a half. That's what I'm saying. Jazz, there you go. Jazz, yes. All y'all, thank you. Have a great weekend, y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping in and having fun with us with math. Usually about 8:30, Elizabeth, Monday through Thursday. Love you too, Jazz. Heard you. I am. I'm about to go eat probably a bowl of cereal, and I'm about to get in the bed. I'm tired. You are so well. Get some rest too. You got that little baby over there. Y'all have a blessed weekend and night. I will see y'all next time. Bye. I'm not even waiting for y'all to hang up today. Good night, y'all.